Hello everybody, I'm just doing a video to show you guys how to create an asset in ChekRite, how to structure it so that it's easy to upload the documents to it, and then what the next steps are after this to get equipment and vehicles approved for use on a project. So the first part to it is, before you even get into ChekRite, is make sure that you've got your records in an easily identifiable format. So make sure that they're categorized right, so that it's a matter of dragging and dropping them into the asset you create, rather than fossicking around to try and find this asset and this record and this record, because it will inherently get much more difficult to do. So we store our asset files in G Drive, and we feel that's a pretty easy way of doing it. You could use SharePoint, you could use Dropbox, you could use your computer. It's your business, you know how to do it, obviously. But I'm going to show you what is some suggestions and file naming conventions to help speed this process up. So I'm just going to jump over to our G Drive for a second. I'm going to go over here into our drive, plant, hire vehicles. So we create a file for each vehicle that we own, each vehicle that we hire, and we call it the asset number, the vehicle type, the vehicle make and model, and the registration number. So we've got a lot of detail there when we're adding them into ChekRite. If we go into this, we've got two versions of the registration and then the service record as well. And that's the asset number, the kilometres when the service was undertaken, the date when the service was undertaken, and the type of service that was undertaken. The registration is obviously the registration number, the expiry date. The reason that we put these in this order like this is because it makes it much quicker to upload it, and you'll see very shortly why that's the case. So I'm going to jump over here to ChekRite. So when you log in, this is what you're going to see. This is your main screen. To add an asset, you want to go to Organisation, which is this one here. And we give this a second to load up. And then we've got Assets. Click that. And this will show you asset list. So we're going to go up here to New Asset, add a new asset, and we're going to call it the number. Now, if you're using your own assets, I suggest just call it the asset number, like, LV 10 or, HV 100 or whatever it is. If they're cross-hired assets, like this vehicle is for us here today, I suggest you put the prefix of the company in there, and then that way, when you're scrolling through your asset list, you can actually determine what's yours and what's not yours. So I'm going to go 60, and then I'm going to go dash, and I'm going to go the asset number on the side of the vehicle, which is 6500. So cross-hiring company, and then cross-hiring company's asset number. The asset class is a Toyota Hilux. Hilux, it's a 4x4 CAD chassis. 4x4 dual cab. And we go save. The reason that the asset class is important is because the asset class determines the checklists that need to be undertaken when you do the assessment. So that's why you have to select that. So if you make that inaccurate, the checklists are going to be inaccurate, and it's likely the item will fail. So if there's no asset class in there, e.g. there's a combination of an asset class that you are trying to onboard and it's not in the system, jump on the ChekRite help and they will set that up for you fairly quickly. So once we've added it, we need to find it. So we're going to go on here, we're going to go sixth. Here it is. For a light vehicle, we need to add 2 documents. For anything else, we need to add 3. The documents for a light vehicle are the last service record and the proof of registration. For any plant or heavy vehicle, we also need to have a risk assessment in there. So when we add the documents, we go up here to under the Documents tab, add new document. Now, the document name, I'm going to call that the same as a file name. So if we jump over here and we're going to add the service first. Click that, jump over to here, file name, document type is service history. Save. Add one more document, which is a registration. Copy that. Road registration. Now, it's asked for the expiry date, and because we've got the expiry date in the file name, it makes us we don't have to go back and look for it again. So 28th. We also have to add the start date, which is the 28th of June, and then save. Now, it's really important, several things. You can only upload JPEG images and you can only upload PDFs. If you try and upload a Word document or an Excel document, it won't upload and the asset will be rejected. So you need to convert the Word and Excel documents into a PDF or a JPEG to upload them. And when you upload a document, if you don't let it upload before you press the save button, it will miss. So the best way to check that is after you save it, jump back in it and make sure that there is a document name here. And if there's not, then try and upload it again. So always double check that. Now, once you've done that, you're ready to do the the pre-assessment to then send it to site, which needs to be done on your phone or an iPad. So I'm going to go through that next step to show you how to do that and what you're looking for to best articulate the condition of the equipment before you send it to site in the pursuit of obviously getting it on site as fast as possible without it being knocked back.